Great to see you.
Great to see you too, Betty.
So let's start off with talking about corporate culture,
Yes.
which I know is so important for many CEOs. Describe to us the corporate culture at PagerDuty.
Very inclusive, open, collaborative, kind, and problem-solving oriented culture. And I can speak from experience because I joined the company 2 years ago. I replaced the founder. People were open-minded to the idea of not only a new leader, but a leader who looked very different. That humility, that openness, that willingness to experiment and be curious and try new things is a big part of who we are as a company.
And when you first came on though, did you find you had to change the culture?
No, I think that was one of the reasons I chose PagerDuty. It was a delightful opportunity that is so rare, where I saw a strong foundation that I could build on and a community that was open to growth. I also believe that you have to honor the past, like you have to respect the success and the platform that was created before you got somewhere. And in doing that, you engender quite a bit of support.
Talk to me about decision making. How much does instinct play into your decision making process?
Well, I think instinct is pattern recognition with a bit of trust and game time calling, right? And my view is, one, if you can bring the pattern recognition to the table because you've got some experience, people expect you to leverage that experience. I mean, think about you hire a candidate or you bring an executive onto your board, you're often bringing that person on, not just because of who they are, but because of what they've seen and what they've experienced. Even if you've got great pattern recognition and your instincts are strong, you still have to build a deep understanding of the picture that's in front of you right now and have a vision for the future, and then bring all of that data together in a way that sort of forms a picture or the map per se for where you want to go.
How do you overcome indecision?
I learn from the sort of ground up. I like to dig deeply into the financials or segmentation or market information or even code. What looks like indecision is often deeper analysis for a potential greater outcome. What I don't like is when everybody makes a decision, we agree, we commit, we walk out of the room, and then there's re-litigation that happens in the hallways or an email or over text message or Slack. Once your team decides, you go.
What's the best advice you would give a woman starting out in her career right now?
Starting out, it's to be super open-minded to the opportunities that might come. I think we often get caught in these paradigms of what a path should look like. You know, I'll do this job and then I'll do that job and then that'll qualify me to do this job and then I'll have the VP title. And at the end of the day, it's really about the people. It's about the people who are going to invest in your development, are going to sponsor you and connect you to their networks. I think the best mentors are not cheerleaders. They're the people who will challenge you openly.
Talk to me about work-life balance. How do you juggle work-life?
I don't believe in work-life balance, actually. I'm just built this mindset around work-life integration. And it starts with being one version of yourself. Like, the authenticity requires the lowest output of emotional energy. I started sharing more of what I do on social media so that it's not such a mystery when I disappear from school meetings, and I also try and do my share. So I'm leaving here early tomorrow to make it to do the swim meet carpool.
Who inspires you? I mean, which business person inspires you and why?
There are so many. My first inspiration was my dad. He was self-made, he put himself through school, and his career was really oriented around building community. He was a hospital administrator. And I'm always really impressed by executives or leaders who you see inspiring very large organizations. I'm on the board of Estee Lauder. They are growing a business in a very challenging category, where there's a lot of disruption, doing it extremely well, but in a way where the culture really matters. I'm surrounded by a phenomenal board. John O'Farrell from Andreessen, he was the third partner at Andreessen. He's one of the best listeners. It's a long, long list, and there are new people every day.